As we take a live look at the Queen City skyline. This is from our tower camera in West Charlotte. Actually, it looks a little hazy here. That might just be a thing with the camera, because a lot of the other shots we've seen have been bright blue skies that are out there. Yeah, great day, great official start to spring. But we do have some wet weather to talk about in the forecast. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane.
All right, so it was a good day to eat lunch outside, but that is going to again change midweek on Wednesday.
That's right. We get another day of some pretty nice weather tomorrow, more clouds, but still staying dry before, the weather turns certainly more active on Wednesday. We're talking about springtime weather and warmth, and people love it. Of course, that comes with allergy season too, but it also comes with the risk of severe storms. Spring severe weather season may get underway as we look ahead into Wednesday. As we look live, though, right now along King Street in Boone, boy, it's beautiful up there in the high country. Just some scattered little fair weather or wispy clouds I can see way up there in the distance, and the cars driving by, grabbing the sunglasses and maybe opening the windows and enjoying that warm air out there. Temperatures in the 60s in the mountains. We've got 71 in the Queen City right now with the light west wind, certainly much lighter wind compared to what we had with the whipping wind out there on Saturday. Dew points are sitting in the mid-20s. Relative humidity at about 19%. And you can see temperatures area wide, low to mid 60s up there in the mountains, upper 60s to low 70s, the theme everywhere else. And with this warmth, and if you're feeling it, allergy sufferers, yes, comes the increase in pollen count here. The trees looking moderate to high, grasses are low, and the mold is moderate as well. I was checking ragweed too. Normally we think about that a little more in the fall, severe or rather allergy season, but that's on the low side as well. Now, as we go through tonight, the sky remains mostly clear, at least early on, before we start to pick up more clouds by daybreak in the morning. So we'll call it mainly clear still through the night. Light south wind at 3 to 8 miles an hour. Temperatures start chilly down in the low 40s early tomorrow morning, but a nice recovery, even a little bit warmer tomorrow afternoon. Highs reach the mid 70s with that mix of sun and clouds. South wind at 5 to 12. And then we fast forward into Wednesday. And this is the day that we need to stay weather aware, the one day really out of all of this week. And that's when we're going to be tracking a storm system that could bring us, notice this yellow shading here, and this is mainly outside of the mountains, including the Charlotte metro and everywhere else off to the south and east, the possibility of some severe damaging thunderstorms containing potentially damaging wind gusts, maybe even a brief tornado or two. And I'm going to bring in now meteorologist Elisa Raffa. Elisa, we're tracking the storm system that's impacting parts of the deep south and Texas today. That's going to move into the deep south tomorrow.
Yeah, Tara, this is a multi-day severe weather event, not just for the Carolinas, but like you said, sweeping across the deep south. Today, it's in Texas. You can see that red bullseye there. Then tomorrow, it moves over towards Mississippi and Alabama before it gets to the Carolinas on Wednesday. So this bullseye, this moderate risk, that's a level 4 of 5 with a tornado outbreak likely in Texas this evening. And then it shifts again to Louisiana, getting into Mississippi and Alabama going into tomorrow. And what's happening is we have that jet stream, or the fastest winds upstairs in the atmosphere. It's twisting these winds, and you can see that twist going into Texas as we go into tonight. And then you see it shifts right now, bullseye right by Louisiana, and then going into Mississippi. Then the twisting winds make their way to the Carolinas going into Wednesday. So that's why we're worried about damaging winds and maybe a brief tornado. We also will find some of that humidity, or the fuel for storms, coming into play Wednesday afternoon, as we'll find that daytime heating, right? Just the sunshine cooking the atmosphere going into Wednesday afternoon. So things to just keep in mind before Wednesday rolls around. Where's my flashlight? Does it have batteries? Do you have your chargers around? Maybe some cash, medication, books. Make sure if you didn't get that tornado safety kit ready a couple of weeks ago, make sure you get that ready before Wednesday. Have that Queen City News and Pinpoint weather app ready to go. Make sure you turn on those emergency alerts and turn off Do Not Disturb so you can get those warnings if any are issued, Tara.
That's right, Elisa. So something that we're going to be watching and bringing it back here now and closer to home. Just kind of a quick recap. What we're going to be watching for on Wednesday is that for now, what could be a low risk of a brief tornado or two. Hail is somewhat on the low side as far as the risk goes, but damaging wind, that's going to be the main threat. And we may have to watch for some at least brief or minor flooding. Oftentimes, obviously, we get that with the downpours rolling through and standing water and ponding developing in the road. So let's time it all out here as we check out Futurecast. As I said, rolling through tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning. By that time, we'll start to see more of those high clouds rolling through and some scattered clouds mixing in with the sunshine a little bit, maybe some filtered sunshine a little bit later in the day, but rain and storm free until Wednesday morning. So already by 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, we could be starting to track the swath of some embedded heavier rain, maybe a couple of thunderstorms here moving into the mountains, crossing over into the foothills of Charlotte Metro around lunchtime or so, and then taking it out through late afternoon and evening. Still some lingering scattered showers and storms out there. And that's not it. Thursday, some showers may be hanging around. Friday and going into Saturday, the best chance of some scattered rain will be up in the mountains. Maybe even heading into the weekend, some colder air coming in, some mountain snowflakes as well. Let's check out low temperatures. Not that cold to support any snow out there tonight. Of course, we're still dry, but temperatures will start in the low and mid 40s early tomorrow morning and then top out in the warm low to mid 70s tomorrow afternoon from Stanley County down through the Sandhills and Chesterfield County. About 75 in Charlotte, down through the upstate, heading into Salisbury, low 70s for another day, and up into Mooresville as well in the foothills, and another day with those highs in the low 60s up in the mountains. So all that being said, the risk of possible severe weather on Wednesday, that will be a weather alert day. So you just stay weather aware. A few showers hanging around on Thursday, and notice those cooler temperatures heading into the weekend, especially in the morning. Lows back in the 30s starting Sunday.